Hi Grace, nice to meet you. I am Daniela Hernandez and welcome to today's podcast, Educational Material for Inclusion. Today is meeting with old friends to talk about a topic that currently generating a lot of buzz.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Alan and hope you enjoy it.
Hello, nice to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Nice to meet you. I hope you find the information we share useful and enjoyable.
Hello, I am very pleased to be able to share a little bit of my learning.
We'll talk about teaching materials that help make inclusive education even more impactful and help students understand concepts, develop skills, and increase their motivation through 5 articles that will give us a broader view of the topic. Let's get started. To start, we will note the first article, site B, Vania Suchin Curiales Morales. Hi, I am Vania Suchin. Article 1. Learning by creating teaching material conceptual problems and potential solutions. Teaching materials are of utmost importance since we can create them in order to improve learning in addition to helping us to be able to explore the different capacities and skills for the needs of each one. In order to allow inclusion, acceptance, and collaboration in addition to preparing to study with the expectation of teaching. We see that this topic is even wrapped up in problems we may have it with in education. Thanks, Giovannia. Now the second article belongs to our coach Paulo Olvera.
Nice to meet you. I hope you find the information well shared, useful, and enjoyable. Effects of instructional materials on literacy levels of learners among primary schools in Helsinki finally. Instructional materials are many different tools and resources used by teachers to facilitate learning and foster their learning process. The study I made to examine the effects of instructional materials on the literacy levels of students in primary schools in Helsinki. Finally, student-centered instructional materials encourage meaningful learning and make learning more enjoyable. Today, literacy is the ability to read, write, speak, listen in a way that enables people to communicate successfully and understand the outside world.
Thanks you very much for your contribution to this great space pool. We consider meaningful learning to be of great importance. Now moving on to our third article with Coach Carla Galindo.
Teaching materials for rural school challenge and practical consideration from an international perspective. Working as a teacher in rural school implies understanding and accepting that educating in rural context requires an epistemological approach. It inevitably entails review the role and function of teachers not only in promoting educational projects linked to the knowledge problems and needs of the territory and its community, fostering territorial development and appreciation. However, teaching materials are important because they can help develop skills and harness children's creativity while also transmitting new knowledge.